I'm not sure how to begin this video. It's something that I've covered a lot, but to actually hear it from a mixed race person gives it power and credibility. A mixed race woman went on YouTube and she begged black men and white women not to copulate, not to date. And the reason for this, people say, well, you're mixed race, you're confused. No, she's not confused. She's very well balanced. She said that, number one, they get together and they don't even question whether their family are going to be racist and whether they're going to be accepted, and it creates confusion. All they care about is a fetish babies. All they care about is lust and sex, not caring about family values, not caring that when they go through struggles, you know, their families don't support them. They're only interested in the hallelujah effect, the Messiah effect, the novelty effect, not realizing that mixed race children, as a result, are ending up confused, ending up feeling isolated. And I've covered this on many occasions. You know, mixed race children who go through bullying, and not one interracial parents, not one commented. And all it does, it reinforces what this mixed race girl says. It's not love. You see them all over YouTube, having interracial families, all over YouTube. One guy had 8 interracial babies, 8! And you know full well they're not going to deal with racism. What the hell are you doing to these kids? What are you doing to them? You know that the grandparents, or even some brothers, some cousins, are going to have problems with it. But you're not interested. You sweep it under the carpet. You're such looking for this hallelujah effect, as in Alexandra Burke's song. The sexual climax, the excitement, the dizziness, that you don't care regarding the casualty. You don't care regarding the after effects. As long as the hallelujah effect is there and it gives you your stimuli, it gives you your self-satisfaction, your self-worth. She said they don't love their mixed race children. They're nothing more than a fetish. And I thought, my God, that is powerful coming from a mixed race woman. I'm looking rough today, right? You know, that is powerful coming from a mixed race woman. She's saying, please stop breeding, please. And we won't listen. We won't listen because we're too dizzy. We're passing out. We won't listen.
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I can't have 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man.
Many videos I've made, many videos. Especially one regarding my niece. Her son turned out white, and because the white father's parents, you know, was racist and he was horrible, she's going to try to raise my nephew black, even though his skin is white, because she's mixed race and the guy's white. So the baby came out white. And she's going to try and raise my nephew black, even though he's white, and even though she still prefers white men. You see the confusion? You see the confusion? Well, wait for the shock. Now you got racist guys targeting black women, knowing full well that when they go for black women, they tend to hate black men, and they can create their children to hate their own race. You can see what's happening. The curse of the black generation has now moved itself into mixed race. The curse, their self-hatred, the poison of the black race has now moved into the next generation. Everything we touch, we defile. Everything we touch, we damage. Everything we touch produce bad fruit. As the Bible teaches, a good tree cannot bear bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit. And a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. So the intention must have been wicked for the fruit to come out the way it is. That tree must have been rotten to the core. I hope you can hear me. You know, nobody will invest in my videos so I can get all this fancy equipment. So you have to make do with it. Nobody will invest. So why should I put my hand in my own pocket? I got better things to do than blinky having to spend on my own projects. You know? But so you have to put up with the wind. I don't see why I should pay for it. Producing video after videos after videos, I can't get anyone to support me. Forget it, I'm not doing it. Right? But I've made tons of videos regarding mixed race children being bullied. And you know something? Nobody cared. Why? For the simple reason it was all about lust. It was all about lust. It had nothing to do with love. You know, and she was begging. She was begging, please, please, don't date, please. I'll play the video to you. I'll play the video. It will shock you, and it will explain why interracial people, you know, couples produce bad fruit. I'm not blaming mixed race children at all. I'm not. What I'm saying is they end up with mental health issues, end up with anxieties, depression, and now I can see why. Now I can see why their parents are not interested in their well-being. Let me get up. Their parents are not interested in their well-being. You know? And it's bad. It's bad because at the end of the day, it tells you everything we touch.
Family members, I just want to come on here and say, black men and white women, please stop fetishizing each other and having children. You guys bring children into this world with no intention of actually supporting them how they need to be supported. And a lot of the times, the random ass white girl that you choose to knock up is racist, and so is her family. You're bringing a black child into this world with one parent that cannot relate to them, doesn't know what it's like to be them. They're a white person, not even a person of color. And when these relationships are based on fetishes, obviously that white person has no intention of learning about black identity or doing anything to be anti-racist to support their children. It's so frustrating to have to deal with constant racial gaslighting and erasure of my identity. The constant microaggressions too, but the gaslighting is definitely the word. And there's nothing I can do but be isolated. Like, what am I supposed to do? Go continue to be around them even though they refuse to learn and be a subject of their racism? I'm not going to do it. Stop fetishizing black men, white women, and interracial babies. It's
Yes,